hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip, and the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
I was sent by the IRS. Let me see your files.
The who? You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know its location is a mystery.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Wow. That's some story.
Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No. I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh. What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
I'm sure they are. Well, goodbye.
Okie dokie.
I've got enough. It's a pile of blank paper. It won't fit in my pocket.
Nice.
No, thanks. Yeah?
Could I buy some wood polish?
That's 1 piece of 8. Anything else?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Hello.
I think he wanted me to polish it for him. They're sleeping peacefully. That wouldn't be wise. That doesn't seem to work.
Nice.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble. Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
International House of Mojo. Creepy, but apparently seaworthy. I'll just take a little. Wart remover. No thanks. I don't need it.
Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
We do?
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot and how to turn it into the powerful, ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe?
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take the shopping list.
Thanks.
Do you have any of those ingredients with you?
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
Nope. Could you tell me what they were again?
Just like the list says, something from his clothes, some of his bodily fluids, something from his ancestors. That's all. Now go.
Well, it appears to be bolted to the table. Dan's Cozy Crypts, a place to spend eternity, not a fortune. It's locked shut with a big rusty lock,